storm. Hear the difference in the wind when dark clouds form and start to turn. I'll run again, far away when the hurricane comes in.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Ray County. I am very aware it has been a couple of weeks since we've done one of these. Life has just been manically busy, you know what it's like at harvest time. So much going on, so I apologise, but we are back and we have got a lot of wheat to get through, but I'm really excited to see where we'll get to by the end of this episode, because if we can nail this, we're going to start making some big money. We've also got a lot of bales, so that could be fun too as an additional sell point, but for now we've just got to jump in and we've got to get this harvest started. Yes, if you remember, we've got the canola off the field and the soybeans from earlier in the year are done, and we just prepped ourselves to start on the wheat here, and this is the first field that we've got a really nice crop in both fields actually, so I'm super excited to see what the yield is like. The tractor and the trailer are down at the yard. In fact, we'll walk down and get them before we get started, because I think we're on our own here, so there's going to be a lot of chopping and changing between tractor and combine. If only we had some help. Maybe in the future that will be the case, but for now we are on our own. So the other thing I might do here is shift the auger. We're going to move to the second bin, fill that with the wheat, as the first bin has got our other crops in, so definitely we'll do that quickly. So let's just get in, let's get that sorted, and then we can give this a good run. Now just moving the trailer out of the way so we can hook up to the auger, or well, at least not have the auger in the way. We can shift the auger by hand. It's pretty lightweight, so let's quickly do that. There we go, get it lined up against the lid. There we go. Looks good. Right, back in the tractor now. We did buy this trailer in the last episode. Just for volume really, more than anything. It's a big old beast. When it's full, even this tractor struggles to tow it. But we're going to push on. We're going to get this done. And then, I don't know, we'll see where we're at. It's going to be quite a lot of work to get both these fields covered off, so let's see how we get on. I think I might park this. I mean, this combine isn't going to get the full way round, I don't think. So I actually think, I wonder if we do... I'm just trying to think aloud now. What do we do? I think we'll run this down to the bottom corner. That's what we'll do. And then if the combine is full about halfway round, we can unload some of it. Right, that might do us. Just down at the bottom corner here. I'll turn the engine off for now as well. I don't think we need to waste fuel. Could be a while till we're down here, and then we will run down with the combine. Now, it might surprise us. I have no idea what the yield will be like until it goes into the hopper. Well, I know it's good, but I have no idea how quickly it will fill the hopper. Right, here we go. I love this combine. It is a beauty. So, let's get it all fired up. Everything good there. It's noisy. We'll give it that. And let's get on with it. Let's make sure our swath is being dropped. It is. Right. We'll see you in a little while. Let's see how quickly we can get on with this. We're cutting a bit high here. Either that or we don't have that much straw, but you can barely see it through the stalks. So, yeah, we'll see how we get on with this. So for now, we'll push on, and we'll judge how much we've got in the hopper when we get down to the bottom, whether or not we do a little unload there, or we keep going and try and do full lap. Right, we've got here, believe it or not, just 12% of a hopper full, so we can absolutely do a full lap. That's good. Well, is it good? A big field, so maybe the yield is Not as good as we thought it was. Right, we're only a little bit full, but I thought we'd just come over here, unload properly, and then we know we can get another lap in. So it seems silly to not stop as we were going past the trailer. So, right, let's delve in and get this done proper.
Lame, the weak, too afraid to start the dreams that only came to pass them by. Here's to the broken man who stood and watched when he heard you can, 'cause it shows me that faith is more than sight. Here's to the wandering child looking for a star to guide, pushing through the darkness of the night. Hold your hand up to your heart. I know it's just a chance to start. I know that it might feel like it's too hard.
Right, here we go. Last couple of passes after this one, and we'll tidy up some of the edges. This has not taken long at all. The depressing thing, we've only had to unload once, and looking at the hopper there, we're definitely going to get the rest of this in here as well. So yeah, we thought we had a good yield on this, but I think the number and the datas were wrong, because this doesn't feel like a big yield at all. We'll see what's in the next field, but it's still better than we had last year. Remember when we inherited the farm, these fields were empty, there was no crops in them at all, so we'll at least get some income out of these this year, but yeah, maybe not what I was expecting first time. Now, we do have quite a lot of time to harvest that second field. We don't need to jump in there and do that instantly, so I'm just wondering, I'd like a little experiment here and see if we can see how many bales we got off this field, because again, the straw doesn't look particularly good either on this field. So I wonder if we run the baler and see what we get next before we jump into the next field. That should make things interesting, if nothing else. So we'll finish this off, we'll get it loaded into the trailer, and then yeah, we'll have a decision about what we do next. Right, we tidied up the edges that were just missing a few bits. We've got those in. We have got 61% in here, and the trailer is 50% full, so let's see what we get up to. I honestly thought we'd get more off this field, but we are where we are with it. So we'll get this unloaded, we'll run it down. In fact, we'll pop the combine down in the corner here, because looks like a good spot to start, and then I do think we'll go and get the baler. I think I'm intrigued. It doesn't look, almost looks like there's none on the field. You can see little piles where we stopped with the combine, but in general you can barely see it, so I think we need to be mindful picking it up. But let's see what we get. I'm not holding out much hope for the bales either, if I'm being honest. It's not looking great at the moment. But let's cut in here, park this up, and then we'll move on and see what's next. I am excited to see how many bales we'll get. I just don't think it'll be that much. Also interested to see how quickly we'll fill the hopper in this field as well. But that is not for now. There we go. Right, let's go and tip this. We should really put this into context, shouldn't we? 18,000 litres in one trailer from one field is not a bad haul, actually. I take it back. That is not a bad haul from that field. And we've got another field to go. So, yeah, I shouldn't complain too much, should I? let's get this tipped. Now, our soybeans are at their most, I think probably the best price we can get for them at the moment. We may have just missed the best price for them, so I'm inclined to get those loaded into the trailer as well and sold for a bit of cash rather than holding on to them any longer than we need to. So let's just tip this. It would mean moving the auger around again, which is a little bit frustrating, but there we go, needs must. Right, dump wheat. Yes please. There we go. That's all in. Great stuff. Right. I think, like I said, we'll drop the trailer. We'll just leave it here, actually. Just unhitch it here. And we will go and grab that baler. Now here we are, back at the yard. I was going to also talk about the cows, because they are doing brilliantly well still. Of course, we've got a lot of pregnant animals as well, but you can see them in the field there. They've really grown a lot since we bought them, and yeah, they're doing really good. Again, I think that's probably, once everything's sorted, going to be our main source of income. We can buy and sell cattle as and when they get to mature age. We'll be in a great spot. Right, here we are. Let us see how this is going to go. In fact, I'm just going to put my HUD up. We can just keep an eye on straw as it goes in. And already, I'm thinking we'll get a few bales off here, but not masses. So, let's run it. Let's see how we go, shall we?
Just know that love is wherever you are. It will never be too far. Oh no. Oh, love is where you are. Just know that love is wherever you are. It will never be too far. Oh no. Oh, raise your voice to sing along. This is not the time to watch. Grab a hand and make this day our march. Pulling down the walls we cross, fighting through the wars we lost, looking for the day when we have won.
Right, there we go. We have just finished. We have got, let's see how many we've got. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bales, plus the 31% that's in the baler still here. Actually, better than I thought, if I'm being honest. Slightly worried after the first one that we would have nothing. And I think these are pretty big bales as well. Yes, 11,000 litre bales, so we went for the big ones. We went for the 180s actually. That's probably quite sensible in hindsight, because, let me just check. Yeah, we do have 180s, because if we'd gone for the smaller ones, it just means more time picking them up. And actually, all we're going to do is sell them on. We don't need any of these, so makes sense to have the biggest ones possible. Less to load up on the trailer. Right, we have got another field of wheat to go now, but we're making very good progress. Now, I am going to stop at this point, I think. I know these are a little bit shorter than usual at the moment. It's trying to fit them in around everything else that's going on, so hopefully you get to see a little bit of progress. We'll push on with the next field as well, and then we'll come back and we'll see you again very soon. But if you have caught up with this one, and thanks for being patient and waiting for me to come up with additional episodes, I appreciate it, and we'll try and get back into a bit of a rhythm in the not too distant future. But for now, from me, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Take care. Bye for now.
When the dark clouds form and start to turn, I'll run again. Far